mainstream. That the brothers on the rise now. Woo! Endless celebrations all in my house. Yeah. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. Yeah. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Yeah. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. So I'm going mainstream. brothers on the rise now. Woo! Endless celebrations all in my house. Yeah. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. Yeah. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Yeah. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing, yup. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. So I'm going mainstream. That the brothers on the rise now. Woo! Endless celebrations all in my house. Yeah. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. Yeah. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Yeah. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. So I'm going mainstream.
Hello everyone and welcome back once again towards our Global Girl Championship presented to you by Liquid 5 eSports. Once again, this is your caster Torix and I'm gonna be with you guys once again tonight as for your show as well, in which case we are gonna witness four more matches once again toward this day in fact, and as we're gonna witness these matches today, there's going to be a lot of chaotic situation. We already know it. There's going to be a lot of chaos because we saw the Group A, Group B, and now it's going to be the Group C. But without any further ado, because we're already a little bit late, let's go right towards the match, and we shall talk about the other things as we are into the match. And while we're talking about the match, we can actually see how the scenarios are going to be, how the players are actually right now fighting against each other in these cases. For now, we can see 14 total teams, in which case all 14 teams have joined up towards the lobby. They are in over here, but there's always going to be a but in that scenario. There is always going to be a but into this case, whereas the teams that have already joined up the match, now they have to be really careful, because not only the factor is that they have to be really careful in this area, but at the same time, if they're not careful, there is a chance that they can also get the eliminations on towards them, because that's what we've been seeing for the past like 2 days. That's what's happening, and even right now, even today, that is also a possibility. Team RRQ right now, these are the guys, these are the girls, in fact, that we're looking at. Rarai, Gina, and already Raven. These three girls have joined up that area. Nearby, I think Primox side, but at the same time, nearby to them, there is going to be another team which can potentially put a harm towards them, or harm's way towards them, in which the Primox area may not just be like a good position for them. They have to like really get out of this position, or they have to really take out the fight, because one wrong move into towards this area can lead up to their demise. One wrong move into this area can not only make sure that their team may just get eliminated, but at that same time, how well are they gonna survive into this area? It all depends upon that, because even if you lose a single player, despite you're already 3, you are going to be put into a disadvantage. You are going to be put into a corner side area where there is going to be no saving you. There is going to be maybe a no comeback for you guys in towards the very end of the circles, because it all depends upon the circle where your position might head out, or where you have to hold out your position. Then even right now, total 14 teams have joined. Once again, we're moving towards our map path and the circle, whereas the circle has shifted towards the Milta Power region. That is going to be an eastern side shift, Yasnaya, outskirts of Yasnaya, nearby the mansion side. There are three teams that are like kind of close by to each other, but at that same time, we can see Primox. There's a cluster over there, but at that on the other side, there is a cluster at the Pochinki side as well, whereas team NXS and Nexus team is going to be one of the teams that are at the Pochinki side, and they're gonna actually fight. But while we're talking about the Primox area, we can already see there is team NB as well right outside of that area, in which case scenario they can actually come in towards the Primox and make sure that they actually put a third party over toward these two teams that are actually fighting in the Primox, get some kills for themselves, get some like elimination casualties for their teams, for their numbers up and all that stuff. But now Team Dawn, these girls have decided to move out of here. Jane, Cleo, and Meko, along with the Freya, all these three girls are going to be moving out of here. They're going to head out of this position, in which case now they actually need a car. If they don't find a car here, it can be a really chaotic situation, because not only that the car can actually help you get away from a dicey situation, a sticky situation. The car may also be the reason that you may not be able to get out of that position, because if there are like at least two teams, there's a possibility that you can get shot at your cars. You can like they can just blow up your car right at the spot and make sure that you don't go any further ahead of that place. But once again, we can see the team DS, Pika, Anaksut, Babe, and Ole that has joined towards the team 14. That is going to be the team DS right now. But with a 4-man standing, with a 4-girl standing, now there's a chance that yes, not only they have a good position for now, they have to move inside the circle whatsoever, but on the other side, they can actually put up a good fight against all the other teams that may just come towards them, because having a 4-girl party, having a 4-man squad, a complete squad means that somewhere around that area you are going to be fighting on an equal terms, not like any disadvantage or an advantage position. Ole is taking out the M416, and on the other hand, we can see a barrel inside of her hand, two first aid kits, but on the other side, look at the Pochinki, we can see one player being knocked out, but the revival has been done. The player are back onto their feet. See a Snap, Oleana, outskirt mansion areas are also getting close by towards the fight scenarios, but the fight hasn't actually begun over there. In fact, on the other side of the Pochinki areas where the team Nexus was, they were the one that actually like put up a fight. They were the one that actually started the fight over there, but at that same time, both of the teams right now are both alive. Both are standing on towards their feet. But look at that, another grenade from Hazel side, knocking out Luna. Luna has been knocked out. There is a Mika on towards the other side. Team EDT. Luna is being revved up, but there we go. The grenade came from the Rosa Baby sides, but no, it's not going to be any effective. Why? Because both of the grenades that have been thrown are not going to reach. They're just going to bounce out of there. Team Nexus, Hazel has also been spotted and eliminated at that same time, making the fight a 3 versus 4 situation for the team EDT in towards their favor. Mika, Meheka, has revived her player. That is going to be Luna, but NTU, Miss NTU, how is she going to hold out this position? Because she has been knocked out. She can get the elimination tag on towards her. She can be put towards the lobby side, but no, it's not going to be like possible right now, because NTU is kind of like far away from the fire range, from the like spray range of towards the team Nexus, but team Nexus is also slowly and steadily coming close by towards them. And as we're talking about the team Nexus coming close by, Maha is going to be that person that is going to try her level best to give out a beautiful cover towards her teammate, towards her player, towards her member of that team. But can she be able to give out that cover for her team, or is she just going to like bleed out while they are just going out for that rev? Because even right now, looking at the NTU is getting out that rev out in the open areas. And Shazadi, if she actually comes towards any of these windows, she's gonna take a look at the player, and there that is what's gonna happen. Shazadi took out Luna and NTU as well right at the very start, but there we go, Maha with that DBS shotgun. Let's see and let's find out if DBS is gonna actually make any difference here, because it's gonna be a chaotic weapon for you. At that same time, if you miss out even a single bullet from this gun, there's a chance that you might not able to survive. But there we go, the shots has been done, not a single shot was connected. Team Nexus getting all the 4 kills for themselves. Mystify having 1, Shazadi, I believe so, having 2, and at the same time, Rosa Baby having 1 kill for the team whatsoever as well. A beautiful, and I say beautiful, like 4 total kills for the Team Nexus. Beautifully done by them, beautifully like a hold of the position on towards that area. But now the circle has also taken out a shift. The first circle has closed up. Next circle that has actually been made, it's actually moved towards the Novo Panoy area, in which case a little bit of Novo Panoy, in fact, all of the Novo is inside of the circle, but the military base island, a little bit of island is on the way of the circle. But the Milta Power, the Milta City, there's the farm areas, there's the prison areas that are still inside of the circle that can be potentially be held up by the teams, in which case Team GDS right now, they have a beautiful chance that if they went towards the Milta City side, they can hold out that position pretty well. They can hold out that location for themselves for like a good amount of time, and if they do that, there might be a possibility that they're just gonna get into a good position. They're just gonna get into like a really good engagement fights. But as we're talking about the rotations from the teams, Team Dawn, Team HYV is also moving inside the circle, whereas the Team DS is already at the airdrop in that position, in which case scenario they're looting up the airdrop, they're taking out the airdrop guns for themselves. Maybe there's some snipers, or maybe there's some Grozas or MG3. Any of those guns are possibilities over there, but the main thing that the player need is that level 3 vest and that level 3 helmet, because not only the armor and helmet gives you a great advantage, a considerably great advantage towards the other teams in comparison of the face-to-face 1v1 fight, that is also giving you a great cover for a longer range fight as well. Whereas we already know from a long distance, if your bullets are connecting on towards the player, the damage already gets kind of like reduced. And on top of that, if you have a level 3, that means the damage is going to get reduced even more. So level 3 is definitely the choices for the teams. But once again, Team BV, they're fighting. Once again, the Team Dawn was fighting as well. They were actually getting into the fight as well. But as we see, Nasty with some kills for the team, 2 total kills for the team over here for the BV side. Gossip, Beck for Sovo is there, Excuse there, Chertovka is going to be here alongside of the Team BV as well. So the 4 players that have joined out from the Team BV side right now has a total of 2 kills. But the circle, is the next circle actually going to go anywhere else or not? Because once again, in the Pachinki side, we can see Team RRQ versus the Team Nexus. It may just happen against each other, in which case Revan and Rayan, both girls, are going to be the only 2 players surviving for her team, because not only they joined with a 3-man squad, a 3-girl squad from the very start, it's a trio, and against the Team Nexus's trio, it's going to be a really hectic situation, because a while ago they were like 4 girls standing. They got like 4 kills for the team, and now after getting a great confidence boost, they are gonna be on top-notch performance in towards their gun power, in which case look at that, Gina just got that damage on towards herself as well. Plays one has taken her down. Raven is gonna be knocked out as well, leaving Rera as the final hope of the team. But will Mystify be able to spot out the player or not? Because as we see Shazadi trying to make her way towards the players, Shazadi was also taken down by Rera as well, and now it's up to Rosa Baby and Mystify as well, because Rosa Baby is in a different angle, different scenarios that she can actually throw some grenades, but no, she does not have a first aid kit on towards her. So it's going to be a really hectic situation, because she not only needs to heal herself using the bandages, she has to make sure that she actually survives in towards that area, because a single wrong move is going to be putting her up towards the corner side, because that corner side means that you're going to be knocked out. You're not going to have enough first aid bandages to heal yourself up. So the team missed Team Nexus, in fact, has only two choices right now. They can either get away from here, or they can either get right into the match, or get right into the players and take the face-to-face fight right over at that point. But Mr. Five, once again, she has been knocked out. Shazadi's giving her that rev this time around. Shazadi, after reviving the players, she's moving into the backside as she knows that she does not have any more first aid kits for the healer. Raven ID is also getting towards the car area as well. But no, she is not doing that. She is straight up going towards the buggy side. She knows where her buggy is. She's getting inside of it, and after that, they're just gonna move out of this place because Team RRQ was the one that like came after some time in this position, in this location, and that's what they're utilizing after like giving out some damage towards the team and Nexus. Now is the time for them to leave out this position and get into a safer side, because Shazadi, Mystify, and Rosa Baby are the only three girls standing for the team. But the third circle has also closed on. The third circle shift has also taken its shift towards the Milta power side, somewhere around that area. Outskirts, not completely the Milta power, because we can see that the like the what is it called, the power plant is actually not inside of the circle. The other place, the other like shed compound area of the Milta power, that is still inside of the circle. But the Milta city, all of the city is going to be actually inside of the circle. Outside of the shelter area, we can see the two teams that are kind of like close by towards each other. During the rotation, they may have a chance to actually engage the fight against each other, but as well as the team SR Loina, we can see the BV may just actually take a fight with them. But once again, moving towards the Milta city fight, we can see Zest, Jessica, over here, Zest Evie, Zest Mickey, and just Hinata. So all of the four players from the team Zest are going to be here, in which case Jessica has also tried her level best to get all of the booster up on towards herself, because she knows it's going to be a chaotic situation in this position, as it's a city. All the teams may want to get out this position for themselves, and during that fight, it's going to be a really hectic situation to like just force yourself out of one fight into the other one. So having a booster gives her a slight edge into the fights, whereas the team NB right in front of them, Nemo, Asma, and 36. How are these three girls gonna do it? How are these three girls actually gonna make sure that their position is also not like compromised as well? Their position is also safe, because even in this scenario, any of the team that makes a third party, they're gonna have a uttermost advantage, because there's already two teams that are gonna be fighting against each other. You can just wait out for the fight. You can just make sure that the other team gets eliminated first, and then you make your grand appearance, get the kills for yourself, get your like eliminations up for your numbers and all the positions as well. 42 total players right now are alive. 13 teams are gonna be surviving into the match as well. T1 Haru is also fighting with the team SR as well, but the team T1 Aries, T1 is actually fighting with the GDS, in which case Mystery is going to be there. But look at the kill feed as well. Rosa Baby is also fighting. Rosa Baby is actually taking a fight as well with the team RRQ. In fact, over towards outside of the Pachinki, whereas we saw them like a moment ago to nearby the Pachinki. They were moving out of that area, but once again during that rotation they may have found Team RRQ once again, and now they have decided to take the fight as well, in which case just look at that. Team RRQ is also fighting the Team Mist as well. They got some down, they got the players down as well, but once again Team T1 has taken out the Team SR right over there, getting 3 kills. Beautifully done by them, and after all of the players that have been eliminated, finally our number has changed towards the 11th now. Total 11 teams that are going to be surviving. So that means that any of the teams that are right now going to get eliminated is at least going to have a 1 position point for themselves. And not only this puts some teams to a edge side, because even if you don't like play well, even if you don't have like a lot of kills for yourself, there is always a 1 position point that can actually make a difference for you, maybe into these case scenario. But it depends after all the 4 matches, even if you like, because something's better than nothing, so the team have to be really careful in that. But look at that, the circle has taken a shift. Team Nexus is also making their way inside of the circle. They fought with the team RRQ, eliminating them, getting all of their kills as well. But Team B8 versus Team DS is also going to happen, in which case scenario it's going to be a hard eastern side shift. Team DS is just holding out their position, and Team B8 slowly and steadily moving out of their ways, getting inside of the circle, trying their level best that they get inside of that circle area for themselves. But are they going to be able to do that? Are they going to be able to get inside of that circle or not? Because a singular wrong move in this position can lead up to their demise as well. In which case, DSPika is right in front side of Mofar as well, and Mofar with that beautiful M416 spray is not gonna let that opportunity go by, knocking player down. Pika has been knocked out as well, and there we have it. Mofar's eliminations towards Pika. DS team has phased out of casualties, and with that, Team BH and Team DS are right now down to the 3 player squad as well. 3 girl squad. It's a trio right now. So an equal fight may just be engaged. But look at that. Best and Mofar, both of the players are playing dodging cards as well. They have slammed each other cards on towards each other, trying to get like a good position for themselves first and foremost. But look at that. BH Piano so far away from her team as well. UTG is coming close by towards this girl. UTG is making their way slowly and steadily towards the same position that Piano is, and with that, not only Piano is kind of like in a pinch position, kind of in a pinch spot as well. What the Piano is going to do is going to be really like a contagious in this area, because of Mofar and Beast both have been eliminated, both have been knocked out, and it's all up to Piano on how she's actually going to survive towards this area, how she's going to survive in towards this position. But there comes a grenade. Piano gets a damage on towards herself. She gets into the water. A splash damage was done towards her, but now after she's inside of the water, there is going to be no saving her from the fires of the upper side positions that can actually come towards her and put her in a harm's way as well. But once again, she's giving out that drive towards the players. Maybe it's Mofar that has been revived up, but one kill towards the team BH. Maybe it's not like that good position, but it's Beast. In fact, BH Beast. Best was that person that got that revive on towards himself. But on the other side, Mofar has been eliminated. Total 11 teams are still going to be alive with 35 number, still standing inside of the match, still standing inside of the game. But there is always going to be a but in this case scenario, because not only the teams are kind of like putting each other into the harm's way, the way that these teams are actually surviving, this just means that after this circle ends up, after the 5th circle closes on, all these 35 teams, 35 players, 10 teams that are actually outside of the circle, they have to make sure that they get inside of the circle. They make their way inside of the circle, put themselves in the harm's way. They have to do it's a do or die situation, and if they failed into that, they're just gonna get eliminated. So the first one, early bird gets the warm, and at that same time, the early bird has also the chance of getting eliminated as well. Look at that. A NEXUS is super far away, no crit whatsoever, and the team DS is slowly and steadily going to move inside of the circle. Whereas the 2 players that are surviving, let's see if they're actually going to be able to get inside of the circle. But HYVE is going to be the team that is also facing out the casualties, in which case Empress is down, Yukuro is going to be down as well. New Suit and Gia are the only 2 players surviving for the team at this position, because on the right side and the front side of the team, inside of the Milta Power, there's going to be Team Sin and Team Test as well, in which case Nameless is going to be the person that is right now trying to shoot with that 4-time spray, maybe hitting out someone, or if she actually sees someone, there might be casualties on this girl as well, because not only she's giving out a huge long peeks over towards the player, putting herself in the harm's way, she also has a chance of using that 4x. If her spray is actually better than the other team, it's gonna be her kill, and otherwise than that, it's gonna be the other team's kill. But look at that, kill feed is starting to go havoc right over there. Slime is coming towards that side as well. Just one of the player, Evie, has been knocked out. Evie needs to evolve, but there we go, she has been revived. She has been given a max revive at that point, and after that, Jessica, are you gonna go forward? Are you gonna take out that fight or not? Because from the backside, we can see the team NEXUS, Mystify, also making her way. Team NB is on the front side, but there we go. Mystify's beautiful shots on towards the team NB, putting them in harm's way, knocking them out. Shazadi is gonna be super close by towards the player as well, in which case she's cooking up the grenades. She's gonna be throwing the grenades nearby the team UTG, but nobody's gonna be facing any casualties. Nobody's gonna be facing any kind of damage from those grenades as well. Rosa Baby is here as well, nearby the team NB as well. She can also throw some throwables, grenades, any of those Molotovs, grenades, sort of things that can put the other teams in a pinch position. But so far, nothing like particular is happening. But Team Zest, they're not stopping as well. UTG also far with the T1 as well. T1 Haru just got eliminated by the play zone. They just got eliminated because of the water side. They just drown there. Hinata right now is trying a level best that she uses the Byakugan to get all of the players' location for herself, to get all of the locations of for her team, and give out a beautiful like a cover for themselves, because she needs to do the 64 palm technique if she wants to hold out the players right at that point, because Team BS, they're over there. HYVE, they're going to be super close by towards the team. Each and every single one of the team, that is like a total of 7 teams that are surviving, are either kind of super close by, or either they're kind of like kind of far away from each other outside of the circle, healing themselves into the heal battle. And the thing is, teams that are super close by to each other is one of the team BV, one HYVE, Team Zest. These three are super close by to each other, and even one wrong move from any of these three teams sort of can put them in a harm's way, can put them out in towards the open area elimination side. But look at that, Neo Suit tried a level best to get the eliminations on towards the player, but no, it's not going to be possible, as Empress is the last standing hope for the player. But no, look at that, Nasty with that Nest Suit elimination. Empress has died outside of the play zone. Number 6 teams are going to be surviving, but there is no going to be saving anyone outside of the circle right now, because the circle damage is going to be super high. Number 5, number 4, we're down to the last 4 teams. The 12 total players surviving. Zest Hinata is also has been knocked out outside of the circle, leaving only 4 teams so far, and one of them is going to be BV just standing with only a single solo player for themselves. But look at that, a beautiful grenade towards Nasty. Slime Lena got the kill, and at the same time, Nameless with a beautiful grenade as well, eliminating the UTG as well. UTG has been died. Mystify may just threw a grenade at this position, at this point, towards the player as well, but the circle is not going to be close by to any of the players. And Mystify, with only 1 kill so far, is trying a level best to find someone, to find the players, to get into a fight, to get into an engagement with the teams, to get engagement with the players as well. So let's see if she's actually going to be able to hold out her position, because Mystify right now is going to be the solo player standing for her team. Over towards the other side, the team Slime, the team SI, that is over here. They're 4-man standing, they're 4 girls standing. Even Team BV right now is a duo at that point, and UTG is a trio in this regard. So it's a solo, duo, trio, and a squad that is going to be fighting against each other. But VVXQ, she has been knocked out by UTG. Jessa and Mystify is going to take out that kill over towards herself, and with that Mystify's kill, now she has a definite chance of going out of this area, getting out of this location, and maybe getting more kills for herself, because not only the circle is closing on, the circle is coming fast and furiously. Any of the team that is going to be outside of the circle is not going to survive any longer. They're not going to survive. Slime Lena is not going to survive outside of the circle. Akina is not going to survive. She has also been knocked out. Brave Ronin has also been knocked out. What is going on? The players that are like 4-man standing, the 4 girls, a full squad that was standing, has been just eliminated by a singular play zone, and only a single player, a solo player, is right now surviving from their side. But there we go, Mystify's beautiful shots on towards the player, but 1 grenade come from the UTG Blossom, eliminating 2 of the players. At that same time, Team UTG with 5 kills so far, and at the same time from the backside we can only see 1 person that is surviving from the team Slime at this point. Leaky is trying a level best to find the players from the FPP perspective, but nobody is going to be there. Where is the last player? That is going to be Nameless, and Nameless has to be really careful, because after this, the last first aid kit has been used, has been utilized. There were more first aid kits that she could have actually used, but no, she's not going to do that. She has taken out her like perspective, and she knew what she was going to do, and she knew what was going to happen. And right after that, we already know that the winner chicken dinner goes towards the team at that point. A beautiful chicken dinner towards the team UTG right at that point. 3 and 5 total kills towards the girls, towards the players at that position. A beautiful like first match elimination towards the girls. Somewhere around that area, it was amazing. And after that, the first match that has ended, we are gonna finally move over to our like question is like, how do you guys think was the first match? What do you think of the first match as well? Because the teams that actually played, it was amazing the way that the teams actually like made a work out of themselves. It was kind of like amazing. Not only that, but each and every single one of the moment that they did, each and every single one of the position holding that we saw in the Milta city, it was like on the other level, because even a slightest wrong move can put you in the harm's way, could have like put the teams right out of the window, eliminating them at the singular point as well. So that is something that the team have to be really careful at that position. And at that same time, now the team, now is the time how they're gonna face off the next 3 matches, because we already know they've been given only 4 matches total for their like a play style. And if they cannot get a good amount of kills, if they cannot get a good amount of points for themselves, they're just gonna be eliminated from the matches. Because remember, if you're talking about the prize pool, it's a $500 whooping prize pool, in which case scenario we are going to see champions having $170 for themselves, $110 for the second place, $90 for the third place, $60 for the fourth, fifth gets a $40 prize pool, and the top fragger, oh my god, it's going to be $30 for that guy as well. So it's for that girl, in fact. So you have a lot of prize pool, a total of $500 whooping prize pool. So make sure you get like each and every single point count. We will see you guys after the short break. So you guys don't go anywhere, because the matches have just started and there's still 3 matches left. So stay here, stay tuned. We will be right back.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began, to start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek, look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine, will surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. On to the place where all this began, to start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again.
Alright. We are once more back, once again live with you guys towards the Global Girls Championship presented to you by Liquid 5 eSports. Once again, this is your caster Tariq, and once we are back towards our live action, which is gonna be of the second match, Miramar. Somewhere around this time, it's gonna start really soon. But before we go any further, I would like to give out a brief on what the teams are and how the teams are actually gonna play, because moving directly towards the team list, we can see all of the teams that are going to actually play tonight. Bangladesh, we can see 6R UK, She-Wolf, Honeys, KARTEL Rebels from Brunei. Myanmar is going to be 1001 Girls, Not E-Girls. Esports Girls is going to be from Egypt. From Europe, we have Dolls of Insanity, BACDIES from Georgia. India, we have Zest Queens, RRQ Glory from Indonesia. Iran has a Special Ones. Malaysia has a DE Suit Alpha 1 Power Base. It's going to be from Mongolia. Nepal has Enjoy the Thrill. Nexus Girl from Pakistan. Philippines, we have a HYVE International or AOIFE. Born VIVANT is going to be from Russia. Thailand is going to have a Blackheart Ladies. SURREAL eSports from Turkey. And once again, the last team of today is going to be Vietnam Roy Girls from Vietnam. We have Roy Girls. So remember, it's a team. It's not a team elimination. It's actually a complete country elimination, so you have to be really cool on what you're gonna do. But once again, the plane has actually taken its flight as well. Straight up moving towards the plane flight, we can see the plane flight making its way nearby from the El Pozo sides towards kind of like a Puerto Paraíso area. Somewhere around that area, it's gonna be favoring out not only the western side, but at the same time a southern region as well. Teams have to be really careful in that, because not only in this case scenario, there is really more than 2 to 3 teams cluster nearby the Los Leones area, but there as well as the Ladrelia side as well. Right, so as we were talking about the cluster side from the teams, the fight has also taken its start as well, in which case the team UTG is the one that is going to face out some of the casualties at the very start of the match, in which case it's going to be Gray. Gray is going to be the person that is knocked out, finished up right at the point from the team Dawn side. Gajan Cobb is getting inside of the car as well, alongside of Leaky, and after that they're just going to move away. But Blossom, she does not have a car towards her side, towards her aid, and she's slowly and steadily moving towards, instead of not away from the Dawn, but towards the team Dawn at this point. So not only she have to be really careful in this case scenario, but as well as if she's spotted, it's going to be all over for this girl. But similarly, if we're talking about the other side areas, other locations of this whole match, where we were talking about the nearby Los Leons areas, compound sides, like there were 3 to 4 teams super close by to each other, making kind of like a cluster towards that area. And that cluster not only can put those teams in a harm way as well, but at the same time, any of the teams that wants to cross from that area is going to be into the crossfire of all, not only one, not only two, but all of those 4 teams in that regard. So we already know Miramar cars are super easy to burst. The cars are like super easy to like break through on towards that area. So even with like 4 teams constantly shooting at a singular car, that can be a threat towards the players, towards the teams that is going to move out of that area. But total of 13 teams have joined us towards this match, a total of 49 players, and one of the team has actually moved towards the Puerto Paraíso, which is going to be Team Brave at this point. Team Brave that is moving towards the Puerto Paraíso. Now is the time that they have to have a card. This is the moment that they actually need a card, because we already know if you don't have a card, you're not going to be going any further away. You're not going to be going any far from this match, from this location. So if either they have the cars, if they either have like a vehicle to get transported inside of the circle, then there's a chance that they might actually survive. And right in the backside of Nameless, there is actually a 4-seater car, which she is gonna actually take. And after that, she's gonna try and find maybe a Mirado or something. Maybe she's gonna leave out her own players for this regard towards the loot area, because for now she's actually focusing on the loot. She's not actually focusing on getting inside of the circle. They don't want to get like super early inside of the circle, because they know even getting super early inside of the circle can lead up to your eliminations, can lead up to like a potential threat, because you're not gonna have like that good of a scope, that good of like ammunitions on yourself. And similarly, because of that, you can be put into a harm's way as well. So they have to be like getting their loot up. They have to get like all of their scopes that they need before they actually make inside of the first circle, because the first circle also gives out the opportunity of the teams to like out heal that, outsmart the circle as well, to get inside easily. And they're super fast at that point, because not only in the first circle you get like a super small damage, like a super minimum damage, but at that same time, if you have a booster up, you don't even need like any kind of bandages for yourself to out heal, outsmart of that circle, of that like damage from the circle. But if this car gets stuck, Nameless, I'm telling you, you might not survive in this regard, in this actual position, because I don't think so that there is any car anywhere nearby towards this area. And if you even lose a singular car at this position, it's going to be all over for the whole team, not just you, but the whole team at that point. Remember, in the Metaman, if you have a car, you're representing your whole team at that position, because one wrong move from a car, if your team is outside of the circle, means you're stranded out there. You're not going to be making your way inside of the circle unless you're really lucky you find another car. But in this case scenario, the car was like saved up by GDS, and GDS Mystery right now is actually taking a look at the Team Zest. But look at that, Team Zest, Veer, I think so that Veer Evie is that person that is like out in the open, just a prone. She was not spotted by the players. No tap, no sprays whatsoever. But finally, as soon as she was trying to get into the backside, she was shot at. She got some damage on towards her side. Hinata, Evie, and Jessica, all these 3 girls are going to be joining us into the second match as well. So one player that was one of the Team Zest hasn't joined this time around, and this makes the team kind of in a panic mode as well, because not only they're like super at this point intense at this position, because if they even lose one of their players, it's straight up gonna be a duo scenario. It's gonna be a straight up a duo versus squad scenario. But once again, the fire has been done. Evie finally got a knock on the SR. Loina finally has been knocked out, giving Evie enough chance to get into towards that position, get into the fight, get into the fire, and get the kill for herself. But on the other side, just look at that, Jessica also has been knocked out. Hinata is gonna be taking out the kill for her team. Jessica still out in the open, kind of like went far away and asked for it, that the elimination could have been done on towards her side, because there is no cover into this regard whatsoever. But once again, look at that, Kowalski with that Mirado, the closed Mirado, the skin Mirado. She was trying her level best to get into like a good position, maybe an upper ridge position towards the other team, but no, her car was like just jumping around here and there, and with that, she was not able to like hold out that card. She was not able to hold out this beast of a baby. But after that, team SRGDS now once again ready for the fight. It's gonna be a 3 versus 2 situation, because even though team SR has lost one of their players, there's still gonna be like a 2 players only alive from the team Zest right at this point, because Jessica already has been knocked out. She's just gonna bleed out unless someone takes a car from the team's side, straight up goes towards her with a YOLO and saves her at that position. But Jessica, I don't think so that she's actually gonna survive. Even Hinata is actually trying to level best to get inside of that position, but no, she's also gonna get shot at. She's also gonna get like the beautiful shots onto its head from the Leah side. Leah 86 is getting her down as well, eliminating Hinata right at that point, leaving only the last and final player of the team Zest. That is gonna be Evie, and it's all up to Evie right now, how she's actually gonna survive for her team, how she's actually gonna like hold off those positions for her team, and even how she's actually gonna like disengage from the fights. Because remember, you're only a solo player right now. Even though like you have a good gun power, there is so much that you can do against a whole like a trio, against a whole squad just by yourself. So you actually need some covers, you actually need some position to finally first get yourself into a good like position, good into a cover side, and after that go for that fight. So that's what Zest TV is gonna do. That's what Zest is gonna show us that they are going to do. But regarding that, on the other side, we have to see where the circle has shifted on, and it has actually shifted on towards the western region as well. Once again, a hard western side shift means that all of the teams that were in towards the northern region, the eastern region, now they have to get inside of that western side as well, because the circle from the very start we all actually saw like it started with the western region as well, and even right now it is also moving towards the western region. And that means that somewhere around this area, teams were already given an upper advantage. The teams that were already at the western region, now they have been given upper advantage at this position. But on the other side, looking at the team EDT, these girls are also going to be over here. Meheka is going to be taking the fight as well. This girl tried her level best to shot at the players, but no, she was not able to do that. But after that, she's getting inside of the house, she's getting into the cover side with that M44X time, 6 time in fact. On the other side, on the other hand, it's gonna be a UMP45. So somewhere a UMP45 combo for the close range and M416 for the long range, kind of putting them into the harm's way as well, maybe, because even if you get like into a close range, we know already that the UMP45 damage is kind of like slowed down, it's kind of like reduced. And after this, the close range UMP is not going to be that really not going to be that good against like any of the AR kind of things. But at the same time, all of the SMGs are also given out a slight buff in the close range, that they're going to be having more damage on towards themselves. But BVXQ, this girl, this person is still over here with that M4 and the UMP45 as well. So UMP45 and M4 on towards this girl side as well. Somewhere around that area, all of the girls, all of the players at least have a UMP45 for themselves. But look at that, team UTG is also fighting in the kill feed. There was a AUG, I believe so, and yes, it's gonna be an AUG. Jawatka is gonna be taking that AUG for herself, for her team. Team SI and Team UTG are also gonna be fighting against each other, in which case Grey was that person that was first eliminated in towards the match. Lecky is gonna be fighting maybe with the Team SI, but no, it's not gonna be possible. It's not gonna happen at this position, at this point, because Team UTG was still surviving. They're still surviving. They're still inside of the match. But look at that team SIN that are moving outside of this area, that are leaving out this area. It's kind of can get the shots on towards themselves, because just look at their HP, just look at their health side right now. If Lecky had an opportunity, if Lecky had shown a little bit of like maybe sprays on towards the girls car, there was a chance she could have knocked out someone. She could have like got out a kill for her team. But no, it's not gonna be possible. It's not gonna happen. But now we have to see what are the other teams gonna do, because the circle is also taking its shift. The circle is also closing on once again, and as we're talking about the circle, as we move over towards the map path once again, we can see not only the rotations from the teams, but at that same time all of the scenarios where the players are gonna head out, where the players are gonna hold out their position. And even looking at the positions of the map side, we can see the western region, that is like after the Valley Del Mar, it's completely inaccessible for the teams because it's a top mountain. It's a borderline of that Miramar match. You cannot possibly get towards that area for yourself. So somewhere around that area, only like I say 75% of the match map is actually accessible for the team. 75% of that area is going to be accessible for the teams. But once again, teams, how are they going to actually fight? That are going to be the main concerning things. And even this circle where it's going to head out, that is also a major concerning thing. But once again, outside of the circles, the fights have actually started, actually begun. The teams are trying their level best to get any eliminations on towards the player that they can like take out on towards them for their own benefactory at this position. But once again, the spray was done by Empress, no luck whatsoever. The damage was done, but not the elimination. The girl has to get inside of the circle. But Team NXS, these girls once again are taking the fight. These girls are finally coming back together to take the fight against the team SRK at this point. Kowalski is going to be one of the players that is actually surviving against like a full squad, a duo versus squad scenario in this case. Leah Baby finally has healed herself, and after that she might just come for the rescue. She might just come for the covers as well, maybe throw some grenades, maybe some of the like smokes at this position at the points of the other players, in which case she might want to scare them off. But no, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to happen, as we see Leah in the mini map just living out of that area, and even Shazadi coming close by to the Kowalski side, the same place where the Kowalski was. Her location is also compromised from a long distance angle from the team Nexus players. That is going to be, I believe so, Iman. And yes, Iman is going to be that player. But there comes a grenade and nearby the Kowalski right on the face. And there we have it. What a beautiful grenade, knocking it out. Leah Baby as the final hope for the team. Now she has to move out of this position. She has to be really careful on what her next move is going to be, because not only she's a solo player, any of her traces that are gonna be shown towards the other team, Team Nexus, they're gonna like retrace it back towards her location. They're gonna retrace it back towards this girl's position, and after that, it's gonna be a chaotic situation. Whether she can like pull off a 1v4 clutch, that is up to her at that point. But the circle has also taken a shift towards the northern region this time around. A northern side hard shift means Montenuevo and La Drilla are the only two areas that are inside of the circle. Aside from that, the mini compounds, the small compounds, maybe outside of these areas in the mountain ranges are going to be a cover side for the teams, maybe for the players, maybe for the like any of the players that is going to actually join inside of the circle. But once again, Team Gaji versus Team Brave is actually happening. Gaji versus Brave, that is actually happening. We can see the Team Brave is from the Team SI at this point. Team SI, Akina and Nameless are going to be the only two players surviving right now, as we see Ironin, she's been knocked out. Akina is going to be the last player surviving nearby like Ironin, but at the same time, can Ironin be saved? Because the mountain range is kind of like a bad scenario for them, because not only because of the revival factor that she's giving out in a really open area, the player that was coming from the upper side, Lecky, is the person that is going to take her down, eliminating her, knocking her out, leaving only the Nameless as the final hope. But as soon as Lecky is going to be spotted, Nameless is going to try her level best to throw out some like sprays on towards the girls, try her level best to get the player down on towards the knee as well. But no, it's not going to be possible, as Nameless position was revealed. She was not able to do a single amount of damage on towards the player, and right now, slowly and steadily, the players are actually coming in close towards this girl. Nameless as the final hope of the team. How is she actually gonna survive? How is she gonna actually like hold off that position is gonna be a major question for the team, because so far so good. We have seen all of the players that have like survived a solo, they tend to move in towards the safer side. They don't want to like take into the fight anymore, and this is what's happening even right now, as Nameless is also taking out the buggy, and she's just slamming that like accelerator on towards the buggy towards the safer side. She's trying her level best to get into like a good position where she can be safe, where she can no longer be spotted by the players. But once again, the circle has taken out a shift as well, anywhere towards the northern region, kind of like a mid scenario as well. But no, La Drilla is inside of the circle, Montenuevo is kind of inside of the circle, Team Nexus is fighting right now, and as we see the Team Nexus taking out the players, taking out the kills for their name. how are these girls actually gonna fight? Iman is here, right in front of them is gonna be the team at TH at this point, in which case the sprays are doing a great wonders. Iman did a great amount of damage on towards the player that is gonna be Aru06, but no, Aru is not gonna be able to survive the versus fire, and with that versus fire, she has been also taken down. Two players from the team TH are finally down on towards their knees, and now it's time for the players, the number 3, that is going to be Aries. Aries also has been taken down straight up by Iman. Iman doing a beautiful job, giving out a beautiful cover towards the player, towards her team, right at this position, but Jinx, she's also moving out of this position. She's trying the level best to get out of that safe and soundly, in which case she did, and she got out of that position as well. Now is the time the team Nexus, with all 4 of their players might, they have to take a stand, they have to go for the push. But BH versus the team UTG is also happening, and B is also fighting against the team, in which case I believe so their car was spotted, their car was like busted down, in which case team NB, all of the players are no longer inside of the game, or they're actually surviving somewhere around that area. And yes, the answer is going to be yes, as 36 is going to be the only person that is surviving for her team. 36 has to be really careful around this area, because not only she's out in the open, she's actually outside of the circle as well. And on top of that, team BV is right and gonna be front of them. From the backside, we can see there might be more teams that may just shoot at this person, shoot at this girl as well. But 36 tried a level best to like get out of the buggy side, from the buggy side using the buggy, but no, it's not gonna be possible as both of the back tires have been punctured. There is gonna be no acceleration on towards the buggy side. 36 trying a level best to get into a safer side, and even one headshot can be a potential threat towards this girl, a lethal dose towards this girl, because no helmet whatsoever towards onto her head means a complete annihilation as soon as one head even gets connected. But M249 prone down has been readied out on towards the player Javodka. She has been shot at with that M249. No, it's not going to be possible to knock out the player. It's not going to be possible to like damage out on towards the player Chertovka. What is going on the other side? We can see her just staying out into the open area as well. She wants to stay outside the play zone as well, because she wants to get the kills of the 36 as well. As soon as 36 is going to get on towards the position of the road, she's going to be the person that is going to throw out all over like bullets, all over sprays on towards the player. But no, 36 is not going to have any kind of healing towards her. She's just going to die outside of the circle, and with that, another name is going to go away from this match towards the lobby side, leaving us only with the 11 total teams, 32 total players that are going to be surviving. How are they actually going to hold out that position is a major concerning thing, is a major question for each and every single one of them. And on top of that, just look at the circle. Circle has also taken a shift towards the northern region as well, whereas team EDT kind of in the middle of the circle. But on the other side, team DS, team EDT, they're also making their way. Team Nexus, Team Dawn, Team SR, and Team YNTI, T1. They're also making their way inside of the circle. So majority of the teams are already like at the corner of the circle, the corner positions of the circle. But once again, Team Dawn versus Team BV is gonna actually happen, in which case Chertovka tried a level best with that AUG 6x spray towards getting the eliminations on towards the play, but it's not going to be possible. Finally, the fire has been done. Dawn Jane is going to be getting knocked down by BB Nasty. In fact, James' kill was not actually done by Chertovka. It's actually done by over there Nasty side. M24, a nasty headshot on towards the player. The player are getting that rev, but no, it's not going to be possible as Chertovka coming with that UMP45 clutch, eliminating the players right at where they stand. But now it's going to be a 2 versus 4 situation, in which case Don Makio is going to be knocked out by the BBXQ, and leaving only the last player as a James. James also going to get like eliminated, and with that, Team BB is going to have that opportunity of getting those 4 kills right at this position. Team BB is still surviving, top 10 position. They have 27 players are still surviving, and 4 kills so far towards these girls is going to be amazing. It's going to be like a good start towards these girls at this position of a fight, at this point of the fight. But can they still keep out the appearance? Can they still keep out the consistency right now after this moment? Can they get more kills for their team, for themselves at this position or not? Because it's all dependent upon that one wrong move, and that can be the end for you at that point. From the backside, we can see the team EDT may just come inside of the circle as well, and team BB may just be able to spot them at that position. But because of that, they may also be spotted as well. If they do even shoot at the players, there is a chance that they might actually be spotted as well. But no, they're not doing that. The final spray is going to be done. Chertovka tried a level best to get onto the players to knock out the player as well, but no, it's not going to be possible. The player has moved into the backside outside of the circle, healing themselves. Nexus Saman outside of the play zone has been knocked out, leaving the number total of 8. 20 players are going to be surviving. 8 teams are actually surviving into the match, and with this thing, now is the time who is going to move inside of the circle in 38 seconds. Team EDT, only one player has the circle completely by themselves, completely for themselves at this point. But aside from that, the other team, that is going to be the team VV, the team HYV, they're also outside of the circle. They have to make sure that they get into a good position as well, because so far I think Yukruo is kind of like in a good position. It's kind of like inside of the circle, because we are not seeing any kind of numbers of the outside of the circle number above her mini-map side. But once again, Team EDT versus Team BB is actually happening. Luna has been knocked out, finished up at the same point by the hand of BBXQ. XQ getting that elimination, and on the other hand, Yuko, as the last player of the survival team from the HYV, has also been eliminated. BV Nasty fighting the team BH. Piano has been taken down. Piano, who has been taken down. Now is the time to go towards Team BV as well. How they're actually holding out that position, as we see 4K Sovo, Nasty, and XQ are these 3 girls that are going to be surviving. The circle is coming in close towards them as well. Nasty is outside of the circle, but look at that. Her HP is super low. 0 HP. There is no HP whatsoever left on towards the skull. But as soon as the player rushed in towards her, XQ right now is going to be the last player standing. Last hope for the team right now, with all 4 players, all 3 of the players being knocked out, as this girl is going to be the last hope for the team, giving out a rev to Nasty. Nasty giving out enough time to get the heal on towards the player as well. There goes the Molly. The players, rotation, the pull has been spotted, stopped as well. But look at that. BHB is trying to level best to throw a grenade at that point, but no, it's not going to be possible, as the grenade just blew right on her face, right at her position as well. And after that, now is the time that the team BV needs to heal their players, because there's still 35 seconds left. They can go for that heal, they can go for that rev over towards the players, and after that rev is done, they can move inside of the circle as well, because for now, circle is kind of like nearby the team Nexus as well. Team Nexus has the upper position, at the top position of the mountain, as well as the thing that's taken kind of like a new. But look at that, Nexus Veres has been taken down. Team BV is also making their appearance at this point. They're coming close by slowly and steadily, but Shazadi is not going to let that opportunity go by. Shazadi is going to take down one of the players from the team BV side as well, and right after that, she's going to be getting to a safer side. Getting into the safer side means that she is also going to be kind of into the open area, in which case she has been spotted, she has been taken down, leaving only the last player of the team Nexus as their final hope. The circle is coming on, the circle is coming close by. Nasty is outside of the circle, has been eliminated, but how the team Nexus is actually going to survive this, it's going to be a major question. It's going to be a major concerning thing, because there we go. Veres's grenade goes towards XQ. XQ has been taken down. She's going to get that rev over towards herself, but after that, the revival on towards the Rosa baby. Once again, the Molotov is going to be thrown. The Molotovs are going to make their way towards the players as well, but no, there's only one grenade left so far whatsoever towards the Veresis. But let's see if that grenade is actually going to make its way or not, because that grenade has been thrown. Once again, BBXQ has been taken down, but Mehika knocking out Ores. Shazadi and Rosa baby, as the final hope the team, are going to be once again surviving. It's a 4 total teams of fight, in which case, if we're talking about all of the 4 teams, T1 is going to be surviving right below the team Nexus at this point. They're not giving out any kind of sounds, they're not giving out any kind of position towards any one of the players, but at the same time, Team EDT, they're slowly and steadily moving forward. They're slowly and steadily coming forward towards the team Nexus as well. But as they're coming towards the team Nexus, they also have to face towards the team BV as well. But on the other hand, team BV is kind of focused towards the team Nexus as well. So majority of the teams are kind of at this point focused on the team BV, team Nexus in fact. But look at that, as soon as one of the players on the team Nexus was taken down, the next player jumped right down, knocked out at that position. Team BV kind of facing a damage as well. 1 player has been eliminated, 2 players has been eliminated. There we go, the 3rd player also has been taken down as well. T1 and X was that person that tried a level best to get the elimination, but no, it's not going to be possible. Team EDT was not able to get that winner chicken dinner for themselves into the very end sections of the fight, and T1 as soon as they were like a duo player surviving. The survival from these guys, from these girls, was just amazing on towards the lobby side as well. The way that they just hold out their positions in regard towards the position of the team Nexus as well. And the team Nexus did not even knew about their whereabouts, their like existence at that point. They were like totally clueless. Like there could be any of one of the team, there could be any of the players that can survive in towards that area nearby them without even them noticing. So that's what the team T1 did. They hold out that position, not letting anyone knew what the thing was, where the player was. And after that, as soon as the time was right, they got out, they got the elimination, then got the chicken dinner for themselves as well. A total of 2 kill chicken dinner for the team T1 this time around. On the second match, team EDT getting 6 kills for themselves on the second position, but team BV, these girls got 9 kill chicken dinner for third position for themselves at that point. But after this, the second match has also been taken off. The second match has also ended, and with that, we will be, I think so, going on a short break as well, because there's going to be a third match and there's going to be a fourth match as well. So you guys don't get anywhere. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share button as well. If you can, share the stream as much as possible. We will be right back after the short break because the matches are still remaining.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began, to start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began, to start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. Will surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Hold on, hold on. You're not lost, you're not lost.
Hello guys and welcome back once again after the short break, after the short while towards the Global Girl Championship presented to you by Liquid 5 Esports. Once again, this is your caster Torix and this is your host as well for tonight as we are gonna move over towards our next matches. There's gonna be only 2 matches left as the next one will be Sandhawk and after that it's gonna be another Erangel one. But if we're talking about the Sandhawk one, we cannot forget all of the snakes, all of the like early stages engagement from the teams, because after the Miramar match, after the slow-paced Miramar match, there's definitely going to be a lot of bloodsheds right from the very start of the match. So without any further ado, straight up moving towards the match, whereas the plane flight is right in front of us from going towards the cow towards the dock side. A somewhat eastern side hard shift towards the plane line, a favorable spot towards that. But we're talking about Sandhawk. All of the map is going to be easily accessible for the teams aside, maybe from Tembang, Nakam and Camp Alpha side, but the teams also have a chance of actually gliding over there and getting that position for themselves as well. So nothing's impossible into the Sandhawk match. So now it's all up to the teams of where they're gonna head out, and if the positions that they're gonna head out, are they gonna be like a bloodshed at that position? Because Camp Charlie has 2 teams right from the very start. Hatin has 2 to 3 teams right from the very start. There is no teams in the Painan areas, but at that same time nearby the ruins like a contention, there might be two teams as well that can potentially fight against each other at the very start of the like match. And straight up moving towards the teams that are super close by to each other in the hot inside. Let's see and let's find out which one of these teams are. It's going to be none other than the team BH, team HVE, and the team Dawn, super close by towards one another and each other in this regard. Whereas a singular move from each and either one of the teams, all three of the teams can give out the rest of the two teams enough time, enough chances to take a look at them, to take like a great fire, a great like engagement over towards them as well. But Team BV versus Team Zest is actually happening onto the Kachardi side as well, in which case Team Zest that has joined with a 3-man squad, a 3-girl squad is also right now down to their 2 like girls right now. Hinata has been surrounded by the players. Jessica is coming from the backside, but if we're talking about Hinata does not have a good gun. She only has a QBU in her hand, but during that time, as Jessica was coming close by to her, she was also taken down and eliminated as well, leaving only Hinata as the final hope of the team. And Hinata, all she has to do is not move anywhere, but there we go. Not moving is not going to help you either, as well as Chitrovka got into the position, eliminated you, and with that, we are finally down to the 11 teams. Each and every single one of the team in this match regarding is going to at least get 1 point, even though the team that just got eliminated is also going to get the 1 point. Does not mean that the 1 point is going to make you qualify. You need to make sure that you're consistent in that, as well as the team that are fighting into the kill feed. They have to be consistent with their kills. They have to be consistent with their positions, because a singular move, we already know there's only going to be 4 matches totally played. 2 has been passed. The third one is ongoing right now. And whereas the team SR Leah is trying her level best to get all of the kills for her team, the team OTG, UTG, are they going to be able to hold out this position for her team? Are they going to be able to hold out the position? Not only that, but give out the rev to the player as well of their own teammate, because Blossom, I think, is the last standing hope for the team. And alongside Gaijin Kab, these 2 girls are going to be the only surviving players for the team UTG at this point. But Team Dawn versus Team BH is also happening. These girls have decided to take the fight as well. Moving on to the Team Dawn, we can actually see they are fighting into the Hath inside area, Hath inside compounds, in which case Jane, Freya, and Cleo, all 3 of them has been knocked out. Meko is going to be the last standing hope for the team. Meko, as the solo survival player for the team, now she has to be really careful on what she's going to do and how she's actually going to make it work out, because a singular wrong move in this regard, because Meko has to be really careful. She does not have like the past 2 matches really well. They did not get like a great amount of points, a good amount of points. So now is the time that she has to be really careful, and she has to make a difference for the team, because if she's not able to do that, if she even gets eliminated at this point, she's just gonna get 1 point for the position and just gonna go towards the lobby side as well. But on the other side, if we're talking about the lobby, we also have to talk about the total players that has moved towards the lobby. Just look at that. There's a lot of players. We joined with a total of, I believe so, 44 players, from which now we have 36 players surviving inside of the lobby. A total of 11 teams, 36 players that are going to be surviving, and the first circle is also closing on during that time. But after the first circle is closing on, there are not many teams that is gonna get into an engagement right now, because all of the teams that were like kind of in a positions to get into the early engagement, they have like finally dispersed off, or they have either like done their whole fight, and now is the time for a slow pace map, a slow pace like rotations from the team, because the circle is kind of like super big at this point. The teams can easily go anywhere that they want. Maybe a long range fight can be induced at this point. A long range fight can be like started from the teams, but that is also a concerning thing if it actually happens or not, because if the long range fights actually happen, then that means that somewhere around that area the teams are going to be rushed at, the teams are going to be like closed in, and that is going to be a really bad thing for the teams as well. That is really going to be a bad scenario for those teams as well that are going to get the knockout for themselves. But once again, the circle is going to take its shift, going back towards the plane flight. We have to see where the next circle shift is going to be and how the teams are going to react to that. Where is it going to go out? Where is it going to head out? Because if it goes towards the northern region, if it goes towards the northern compounds areas, then that means that somewhat of the circle zone is going to be inside of that that water. A hard shift towards the northern region means a water side rotation for the teams, but at the same time, if it goes towards the boot camp region, then it means that teams can easily get into the safe circle. And there we have it. It went towards the eastern region, in which case Paradise Resort, Tatmok, Cow areas, boot camp, they're still inside of the circle. And now is the time that all of the western side teams that were actually at the western hard shift side, Team EDT, HYV, at that same time Team GDS, Team RRQ, BRAVE, Team DS, Team Dawn, they have to make their way inside of the circle. They have to make sure that they like get a good position for themselves, because not only the circle has taken out finally a different side of shift, but now is the time for teams to step up on towards their game, because a singular wrong move in this regard right now can lead up to your demise, can lead up to your like elimination. And even the MK14 that is over towards the Team BV's hand, how are they actually going to utilize this? Because so far Beck for Sovo is going to be that player that has that MK14 towards their hand. MK14 that can be used is going to be amazing gun as well. And as we're talking about the MK14, we already know that it's a deadly gun for either a close range combat, because not only it's kind of like an SLR damage, SKS damage, but on top of that, this gun has the potential to go towards the auto range as well. So in which case, whereas you have to like tap fire on towards the SKS and SLR, this gun, if you set it to auto, you just have to hold out that fire button nearby the players, nearby the enemies, and it's gonna do its wonder. It's gonna do its magic. But once again, can this gun be used in the long range by these girls or not? That is gonna be the main concerning thing. That is the main question of this match right now, because the first airdrop was looted by these girls. So somewhere around that area, they were confident that not only they're gonna loot out the first airdrop, but at that same time, if there was a team that may have come close towards them, they could have easily eliminated them. But what is going on? Don Mako, you are just dancing out in this area, just a solo player dancing out, waiting out for the players to like either find her or either like a time where she can like get inside of the circle and get into a good position for herself. And even look at that, even right now she's not stopping. She's constantly going for that dance. She's going constantly for the emotes that she's doing. A total of 11 teams are surviving, and I'm really confused on why she's even doing that, because maybe she has a dead center location or something like that. But nevertheless, this RP like emotes are amazing. But moving back on towards the fight, moving back over to the game, we still have 36 players left, and I can just see another dance is coming, and there we go. But once again, it's a like a solo player that's surviving almost in the dead center of the area. But Team Nexus, they have finally decided to take the fight as well. They have finally decided to knock out some of the players, one of the player in fact, and let's see if that knockout can get them a potential kill towards them or not, because Slime Lena is also getting some tap fires. Lena on the other hand is getting into the cover side, in which case she got no singular damage on towards herself. She was totally saved out, and now that she's totally saved out, where are these girls gonna take a look? Where are these girls gonna like aim their way? Because not only Shizadi gave out her location towards Lena's side, but Lena now knows that there might be someone in the boot camp. She can like put one of her players towards the flank angle, in which case that can be a potential threat towards the Team Nexus as well. But on the other side, Team Nexus Varakas has fought with the Team S1 as well. Moving on towards this girl with that 6x, Team S1 is not looking good. Things for them are not looking good at that point. And even like HYV, they're also fighting against different teams. All of the teams finally have decided to take the fights as the third circle has closed and as the third circle has taken a shift. Even Dawn Mako is still inside of the circle, and now all they have to do is hold out either the circle side, or they have to either make sure that they get inside of the circle side as well. So it's either one of these two factors. But outside of the boot camp, we can see the Team GDS. They are over here with all four of their kills, all four of their players alive, fighting against the Team HYV. HYV, on the other hand, being a two-man squad right now, two-girl squad. Now they're trying their level best to get inside of the circle without getting into the harm's way, because they know if they get spotted at this point, it's either gonna be like all of their players gonna be eliminated, or it's either gonna be at least one of the player that is gonna get eliminated, leaving only the last hope for the team, last player for the team. And in that regard, if there's only a last person standing for the team, it's not going to be that easy for you to actually survive. But no, team HYV has taken out a buggy. They're moving out of the circle. They're moving actually inside of the place, but looking at the total team numbers, that is still 11 with the 32 players still surviving. Team EDT is fighting the team DS, in which case another player has eliminated team HYV, team DS, team Nexus. All of the players are actually fighting against one another as they're moving inside of the circle, as they're trying their level best to get inside of the circle. Team Nexus kind of in a pinch spot as well, as they have also been spotted by the team SR at this point. The sprays are definitely going to be like at high stakes. A singular miss of the spray can lead up to the demise of your players, but there we go. The Parasis spray is not gonna like get missed, and there we have it. A second play over towards the Aloena. Beautifully done. Oh my god, Esalia, baby, beautiful headshot on towards her by the hand of Versak, a beautiful shot. But now team SR, now they know where the player is. Now they may know where the player is, not the confirmation, but after this, now is the time to make a comeback from the team GD or team SR side, in which case, yes, Versak finally got some damage on towards the side. She's finally gonna heal herself before she's coming forward to kill off the players, to get the kills off the players as well. But finally, she's getting up. She's finally coming for the rescue. She's finally getting for the fight. But no, it's not gonna be possible this time around, as she's been knocked out. Rosa Baby, Shazadi are gonna be the only hopes of the team if they are not able to revive Versake at that point, because the circle is also closing in. The fourth circle is definitely gonna take some kind of toll on towards the players, because it's Sanhok. We already know the circle damage is already high in the Sanhok. The fourth circle like takes at least a chunk depletion on towards you. But once again, they're finally getting on top of the water side. They're taking air intakes towards them, and now is the time of the circle hard shift, in which case Shazadi is healing herself, and after that Versake may just get another like heal on towards her side. And yes, that is exactly what's gonna happen, in which case Versake has 7 first aid kits, a similar like a technique which they can actually go for that heal battle for the team until some point, and after the some point marker, they have to go inside of the circle. But Versake, after straight up healing herself once, she's coming inside of the circle, but they don't know that the team SR is also waiting out at that position. Rosa Baby's in the water, Rosa Baby's in the cover side as well. Luna is gonna be out in the open as well, and I'm really confused. Where is the Mako? Because I think Mako also got eliminated, because we don't see that person anymore. And yes, Dawn Meko is no longer into the game. She was just chilling out in the play zone, inside of the play zone, and now she's going to be no longer into the game. But once it's done, we are down to the top 8 teams, 23 total players that are going to be surviving into this game. And as the circle is going to shrink down even further beyond, now is the time for each and every single one of the team, in fact, to come inside of the circle, whether it's the RRQ, whether it's UTG, whether it's the team Egos, whether it's the team Nexus, whether it's the team BV, whether it's the team BH, all in each and every single one of them has to come inside of the circle. But look at that, team BH has been knocked out outside the play zone. Rosa Baby in the water as well. Kowalski hasn't spotted anyone, and that may just give out an edge towards Rosa Baby as well. Team Nexus may have a slight edge because of that, and if I say the team Nexus gets into a good position, then that means that yes, they have a potential chance of like fighting with the team once again, fighting with the players once again. But no, this is not gonna happen. Kowalski has spotted one of the players, and as soon as she has spotted the players, she's going for the actual fire. She's actually going for the fight, in which case scenario, just look at that. Rosa Baby has been spotted. Rosa Baby has been knocked out and finished up right at that position. 6th kill for the team SR at this position, and top 8 positions for the total teams that are still surviving. Play zone are taking the damage, taking the players out of the lobby as well. A beautiful like play zone eliminations are actually coming forward. But once again, are the fights elimination coming forwards or not? Is the fight eliminations gonna happen, or we're just gonna like see the teams going for the survival battle? Because so far so good, all of the teams are actually going for the survival. Nobody's actually going for the early engagement. Nobody's going for the fight at this point. And even the circle that has taken the shift towards the Paradise Resort now is the position, now is the time that each and every single one of the team once again has to get out of their comfort zone, get out of their positions, and get inside of the circle as well. Luna is over here, super far away. Is going to be another team, but super close by is going to be Team SR. That is going to take Luna out, and Leona with that beautiful M416 spray, eliminating Leona. And after that, the total number of teams that are surviving is going to be 7. 7 teams that are surviving right here, with a total of 19 players still into the match. Team RRQ, they're also fighting. They're also taking the fight towards the next level, in which case Team RRQ finally having 1 kill. Team SR, in fact, was that team that was super close by to them. Team Nexus was there as well, but both of the teams, I believe so, are going to move out of this position. Team RRQ are going to be all 4 players alive. They're going to be over here. They're going to be moving straight up together inside of the circle. They're not going to leave any single one of the players outside of the circle. But once again, Leona, how are you going to be able to get more kills for your team? That is going to be the main concerning thing, because a total of 7 kills out of 3 are going towards you. 3 kills out of 7 kills are going towards you. You have spotted the Team RRQ as well, and with that beautiful spray, Kowalski is going to be that player that is going to eliminate one of the Team RRQ's player. One of the Team RRQ players that have been knocked out, leaving them only with a 3-man squad, 3-kill squad right now. Moving on with them, let's see and let's find out if the Team RRQ is actually going to be able to hold out their position as well, because the AKM spray consistently is shooting at the player. But no, not the elimination, not a single shot was done on towards the player, not a single damage was given towards them. But after this, the grenade that has been cooked up, is it gonna hit out the player? And the answer is gonna be yes. 1 grenade, 2 grenades came in for the rescue, knocking 1 player, 2 player, and there we come, the elimination with a rush M416 spray, UMP spray was all enough for the Team RRQ, making them go towards the lobby side as well, leaving only the 4 total teams inside of the match, inside of the play zone. And after that, Team Slime is going to be super far away, like right in front of the Blossom side as well. Blossom actually has a chance that she can actually fight with the Team S1 at this position, Team Brave at this position, but no, she has decided to take the fight instead of going inside of the circle, and this is going to be the end for Blossom at this position, not giving out a single kill towards the players, but at that same time giving her kill towards the lobby side, towards the play zone. But once again, Nexus Versake is going to be the last player standing for the team. 6 kill total out of 3 kills for the Versake side. Team SR with a total of 11 kills, 7 for the Kowalski. Leona having 3, so somewhere around that 1 kill was done by Mystery. Over towards the other area, if we move towards the Slime side, Lena has 1 kill, Nameless has 1 kill, and Ironin has 2 kills as well. So in fact, the 2 versus kills factor that is happening is going to be really major concerning thing, because if Ronin has a chance of fighting against the Team SR, Kowalski has the best chance of eliminating both of the players, all of the 3 players of the team, because Team Slime not only is down to the last 2 players, because Nameless is kind of right now knocked out. Nameless is no longer, I think, in the position to get the rev out on towards herself. Leona is trying a level best to look at the players as well. 1 grenade may just be enough for the eliminations of the player as well, but there comes the grenade, there comes the smoke towards the Leona side, but no, Leona is going to actually survive. Not only that, but she's also going to eliminate Nameless at this position. After eliminating Nameless, she's going to go straight up forward towards the Team Slime side, in which case Lena 28, and Ronin are going to be the only players surviving. Ronin has 2 kills, 1 kill for the Lena, but on the other side, Kowalski has the 8th kill so far away. A little while ago, we saw 7 kills from the Kowalski side, but this time around, after another kill, this is a 8th kill. A total of 12 kills for the team out of 8 is coming towards this girl, but there we go. Kowalski got the final kill as well, and with that, winner, chicken dinner, we are seeing Team SR with a beautiful, and I say beautiful, 14 kills towards these girls. A beautiful, a GG, a well-played gameplay scenario towards these girls. An amazing fight was done, was witnessed by us as well, but at that same time, the way that these girls actually had the gun control, the gun trigger control, in fact, that was just amazing. They knew when to fire, they knew when to not fire and not engage with anyone and get into the safer side. That was amazing. But with that, our third match has also came to an end, in which case 14 kills for the Team SR. Team Slime got a total of 4 kills. Team Nexus got a total of 6 kills for them as well on the number 3, but number 2 and number 1 As we go on to Slime and SR perspective, it's SR having that winner chicken dinner in towards their hand. But after this, we will be going on a short break. You guys don't go anywhere. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button as well, because we will be right back after the short break with the fourth and final match of today. And with that, we will show you another amazing fight once again. So don't go anywhere. Stay here, stay tuned. We will be right back.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Hold on, hold on. It's not lost, you're not lost. Hold on, hold on. It's not lost, you're not They said, don't fall. Don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run. Don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again made the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. To start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Hold on, hold on. It's not lost, I'm not lost. Hold on, hold on. It's not lost, I'm They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place.
Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome back over towards the Global Girls Championship, presented to you by Liquid 5 eSports. Once again, introducing myself, it's your caster and it's your host Torix as well, with you for the live action of the fourth and final match of today, which is going to be once again a wrangle. And as we're talking about the last three matches, we saw like a consistency from different teams, and at that same time, there were all the teams that were like early engaging, early eliminating as well on each other at that time. The main consistency throughout the whole game was like the teams tend to go for that early engagement fights, and after that there's a time pace where the teams tend to go for a safer side rotation, safer side like position holding for themselves. And after that, once again, after like the third and fourth circle closes on, the fights gets continued as well. But once again, as we're talking about the last match, the plane has actually taken off its flight, and directly moving towards that, we are gonna see the plane line right on our screens, in which case Stolber, from the Stolber side, we can see the plane line starting towards the Senvoska military base island. Eastern side shift from the plane line, that means that somewhere around that area, if the circle move towards the eastern side region as well, there's going to be a lot of places for the teams to actually hold off their positions. But no, the circle is actually going to go towards the western side, whereas the Gatka, Premox, kind of like a Premox area, but at that same time, Gatka, Quarry, Premox, Pachinki, hospital sides, these are the areas that are like over towards the hard western side shift, and they're inside of the circle. But on towards the other side, if we're talking about the dead center location, which may just be the Pachinki area, now is the time for the teams to actually shine and hold out that position for themselves, because not only that, the second circle that is gonna take a shift, it may just have Pochinki inside of it. So you're not just gonna have like the circle for one time, but twice the like rotations of the circle, twice the changing of the circle as well. But on the other side, just look at the clusters nearby the Yasna Poliana mention areas and the military base island. Whereas two clusters at the Yasna Poliana, two clusters at the mansion side, and two clusters at the military base island as well. And actually, the fight has actually started as well. The fights have begun as well, in which case I think it's going to be Dons versus Team BH at this point in the military base island. The best is going to be here fighting against the Team Dawn, getting some knocks out on towards those players as well, getting some of the knocks down. That means that somewhere around that area there was a chance that the Team Dawn may just come forward back up, but no, it's not going to be possible so far, because Cleo and Jane G are going to be the only person standing, are the only players surviving for their team. And as soon as the Cleo actually trying to get inside of that area, she is going to be knocked out as well. And with that, James is going to be the last hope for the team. Jane is the last hope, but no, it's not going to be possible as well. And with that, slowly and steadily, the whole team at Dawn was straight up eliminated before they even had the chance to make a comeback at this point. But Piano, on the other hand, she was knocked out as well. Team BH phased out a casualty as well after the elimination of the Team Dawn. So somewhere around that area, the Team Dawn was did not even manage to get that kill of Piano for themselves, because they got eliminated before that and Piano died afterwards. So the Piano's kill goes towards like the bleeding out. It did not went towards their number, their name, in towards that area. So Dawn still have 0 kills and they got eliminated by the Team BH at that point. Whereas the Team BH right now have 4 kills, they have only 3 men standing. But if we're talking about the whole teams in these regards, 12 total teams of 47 players right now, finally there's gonna be teams that are at least gonna have a 1 point whatsoever for themselves. A total of 47 players. Any of the team after this who's gonna get eliminated is actually gonna get at least 1 point for themselves, leaving us believe making us believe to go towards the Yasnaya side. Whereas there was a cluster and there might be another fight, making sure that our 12th number is also being seen. Definitely the fight at the Yasnaya side are actually starting off once again. BV Nasty getting not 1 but 2 knocks right back to back, getting 1 elimination on the HYVE Empress. After that, they're looking at the rest of the team HYVE players. The 2 total kills so far for the team BV at this point. But are they going to be able to get more? Are they going to be able to get the whole team eliminated in this regard, in this position, or not? Because if we're talking about the last player from the team, it's going to be Kuro was the last player standing, which was eliminated by the team BV as well. 2-2 versus fight that happened. Chatrovka and Nasty, all these 2 players. From Chatrovka, we saw 2 kills. From Nasty, we saw 2 kills as well. And a total of 4 kills for the team BV was spotted at that point. But after that, a number that has changed to 11. Now is the time that the teams are actually going to go towards the safer side. Why? Because they know that getting into the fight early engagement means that you have a chance of getting the elimination, that you may just not be able to outperform anything, anywhere, any place at this point. Shazadi is here right in front of him, is going to be Rosa Baby as well, in which case Team Nexus is kind of like coming headstrong right now against the Team RRQ. In the last game we saw Team RRQ got eliminated by the Team Nexus as well, and this time around once again both of the teams are actually ready for the fight. Team Zest is fighting with the Team SR in the mansion area, in which case 1 kill towards the Team Zest at this point, but the rest of the team is not going to be even remotely close by. Why? Because maybe the rest of the team is kind of like AFK or something, but no, they're actually at the shelter side. They have moved away from the position. They're at the shelter side, moving back onto the Team Nexus at this position. They were like the one that were gonna fight against the Team RRQ, in which case regards Team RRQ now they have to be really careful as well, because it's a 4 versus 4 fight right from the very start. Whereas the 4 versus 4 fight can put you in like a good position as well, can give you like an advantage position as well. But there is still a one thing that can put you into the harm's way. Why? Because not only this whole scenario, this whole place is totally covered by both of the teams. Any single wrong move from the team RRQ can lead up to their demise. Why? Because look at that. There's two girl split cell over towards the front side of the side of the road, but at the same time on towards the front side of the team RRQ, there is going to be two players as well that are just holding out that position. Team RRQ has nowhere to left to go aside from the backside, and even if they do, there is always Rosa Baby that is looking at this broken car area, in which case regard she is definitely not gonna let anyone go by, and she's just looking at this position, this location. Whereas any of the teams from the left side areas, from the left side compounds that are gonna try to like jump out of the position, get into the safer side, she's gonna be taking a look at that. She's gonna be giving the call outs towards the players, and after that it's all a matter of factor of time. It's all a matter of factor of aggression towards the rest of the teams on how they're gonna actually do it. In which case right now Hazel is on top of the house, and Hazel is actually doing a great amount of damage, a considerably good amount of damage that was done by Hazel. Made sure that the team RRQ is kind of like into the backside, stays into the backside, and not like give them like faces that can be a potential threat towards their own safety right now. But Hazel, she's trying her level best. She's making sure that any move that she do does not like harm her team in any way. That is why she's not over aggressing, she's not over peaking, and that is not an aggressive peak towards from her side. But slowly and steadily team NXS, they're coming close by. Rosa Baby super close by to the Raven area, in which case regard Rosa Baby, let's see from the backside if she's gonna be actually taking a look at the players and West. And yes, the answer is gonna be yes. Raven has been spotted right at that point, knocked out into the position, knocked down at that point. And after that, not only Rosa Baby has spotted Raven, knocked out Raven as well, but also the second player of the team RRQ, that has also been spotted, that has also been given out her location. A grenade has been thrown, a 6x spray was done on towards that window as well, but there was no regard of the survival in that position at that point. But look at that, Rosa Baby coming for the Ravens elimination, got the kill. 3 versus 4 scenario is going to be in the favor of the team Nexus right now. But will Nexus be able to like outperform all of these scenarios or not? Because a singular like wrong move can lead up to your demise. This is what PUBG is. A single wrong move can not only make sure that all of your team gets eliminated, but at that same time one good move can make sure that you get a 1v4 as well, in which case the Hazel is throwing a beautiful grenade, getting another player down, eliminated at that point. Another grenade has been cooked up, but look at that, Rosa Baby with that beautiful cover fire, giving out the eliminations on towards the guy on the player that was on the bottom floor. But there we go, the constant grenades and throwables they use from the team Nexus is not gonna let them like go away that easily. Team RRQ is just gonna get eliminated right back to back, and with that, team NXS with that 4 kills, beautifully done by them. Hazel has 1 kill, Rosa Baby has 3 kills, so somewhere around that area, Rosa Baby at least got like a 1v3 completely done from her side towards her team, leaving the total number of teams towards the number 10 and the 37 players that are still surviving inside of the circle. But now is the time that the circle is gonna take its shift, and sometime circle is gonna start the shift, and sometimes, in which case now where the players are gonna go is going to be a major concerning thing, because so far so good. The circle is right in the dead center of that area, right in the dead center of the Pachinki position, and that means that in the center of that area, in the center of the circle, team Nexus is the one that is the best angle, that has the best angle for themselves. But on the other side, if we take a look at the players, BV versus the team EDT can also take a fight against each other, in which case regard Anti-U is going to be here looting up the place. But can she loot up the place as well in time, in hopes to like a fight with the teams as well? NTU, who's over there, EDT. Luna, on the other hand, has been knocked out by the Team BV. Team BV slowly and steadily making their way inside of the place where the players are from the Team EDT are. Slowly and steadily, they're aggressing on towards the player. The Molotovs, the grenades, the throwables, all of the things that they can actually use. They have utilized that from the backside in the small corner of that room. There comes a grenade, in which case, Mecha was knocked out. Luna is going to be reviving herself, healing herself right now, and with that, a full med kit, a first aid kit, she has fully put herself back on towards the 100% health. But at the same time, Mecha, she's getting that rev as well. Maha is super far away from that area, fighting against the team as well. Team BV kind of like in a pinch position as well from a different angle, because Team EDT is also giving out them a little bit of tough time, because not only like from the backside there's a chance that you cannot survive, but look at that, the fire has been done. NTU has been knocked out by the BV XQ who's knocked out. Luna is coming out for the fire as well, but there we have it. Luna finally knocking the one player down, getting knocked out as well. Maha has also been taken down, leaving Mecha as the final hope of the team. Mecha, where is the final hope of the team? Now is that position where Mecha got the final kill for the team as well, and with that fire, there we have it. A total of 9 teams are going to be surviving. 33 players are going to be alive, with 5 total kills towards the Team EDT. And not only on top of that, but they also have all of their players surviving, all of their players alive, not a single casualty towards their side. The way that they actually like overhealed the casualties, over like came the casualties, that was just amazing towards these girls. And the way that these girls actually played is just amazing. But Maha has 1 kill. Luna, I believe so, is gonna have 2 kills at this point, and yes, the rest of the players are gonna have 1 kills, in which case 5 kills a total of for the Team EDT at this point. But the circle is also gonna take its shift slowly and steadily. Sooner or later, the circle, where it's gonna head out, is a major question as well. It's a major flight question, because if it straight up went towards the Pochinki side once again, then the team's Nexus, I think so, they're going to be on the top notch position. They're going to be on the best advantages position. But if it went towards the northern region, it's going to be a really hectic situation. So we have to see where the circle is going to head out, and the circle is actually going to go towards the Pochinki side once again. Team Nexus is actually inside of the circle, and they're actually like in a beautiful position of the circle as well, because not only they have the best compound areas for themselves, they have the best like cover areas, compound areas for themselves, but also if they manage to like hold off any of the teams to come towards them, then that means that they can easily like overcome any situation that they're going to be thrown in at that point. So now is the time for the players to make sure that they stay safe, that they stay in a group formation right now. Because if you stay in a like different positions, in a like really long pace position, then there might be a chance that you might just get to slowly and steadily get eliminated at that point. Because from a different angles, from a long distance, if you're not super close by to your team, there's a chance that you might not be able to get in time to heal your player up, to revive your player up. And even if you do, there is a chance that your position may be compromised. Your like position that you were holding on will be compromised because of that, and you are forced to retreat from that area. So that's what's gonna happen. Team have to be really careful. Leah is healing herself right now with the 3 first aid kits she has and 7 bandages so far, and after that she has used the bandages to heal herself right now. Team EDT is going to be right in front side, back side. We can see another team coming in close by, because there was a car moving. EDT Luna, anti-Hugh is going to be there as well. Leah is here as well. But at that same time, all of the players that are here into this Pochinki side area, regarding they know each and every single one of the team is gonna actually have the position inside somewhere around of the Pochinki or the outskirts of it as well. But now is the time that Zest has entered the Team Nexus den right here with a 3-man squad, a 4-man squad, in fact a 4-girl squad. Iman is in a different angle. Iman is actually has a beautiful position, whereas she can actually like have 1 chance of knocking 1 or maybe 2 players at that position. If her DP actually works, she can potentially get 2 knocks, she can potentially get 1 knock. But no, there we have it. The fire was done, the spray was done, her location was revealed, and now with that, now is the time that her location is going to be compromised, and the players are going to be cautious from both sides, because they know that there might be someone in the front side, there might be someone in the right side, and now the only place that they can actually trust is the backside, that where they came from, and that's what exactly Jessica was doing right now, moving into the backside with the DP, and the DP fire comes in towards Iman's side as well. Iman getting knocked out, leaving team Nexus kind of in shambles because Hazel is kind of like super far away near the church side. Iman is getting some damage, but Rosa Baby, oh my god, from a different angle we can see Rosa Baby getting a knock as well for her team, for her players. Beautifully done, a beautiful like knock trade-off was done by her. Hazel is going to give out that cover, whereas I think Shazadi is going to be that person that is going to try and come towards Iman's side and give out her healing as well. The revival process is going to be started in sometimes if Shazadi is able to get in towards that position, because there is always a chance that the player might just rush towards you, that the player enemy team might just rush towards you. In that case scenario, you will be stranded. I think at that point, if there was no knock on whatsoever on towards the player of the team Zest, there was a chance that they're gonna actually go for that aggression. They were gonna go for that fire. They were straight up gonna come close by to your vicinity and fight with you head to head. But there we go, a grenade come towards the Hazel side. Hazel is gonna survive that. She's just gonna move out of that position. But after that, Jessica, she's not gonna cook any more grenades because she know that they are the valuable asset for right now into this regard. But once again, Hazel is gonna cook out that grenade. Is that grenade gonna reach out the position? Is that grenade gonna reach out inside nearby the Jessica? And the answer is gonna be yes. Jessica finally has been taken down. She has been knocked out. Hinata, Mickey, and the only one more girl, Super Girl, that is alive, are gonna make sure that they get a beautiful position for themselves. So there goes the Molly. Molly has been thrown out into towards the position. The fire, the Mollies, everything was thrown out by Hazel, but no, it's not gonna help her anytime soon, as Hazel has also been taken down. Iman from the backside is not coming any so far, like any close by any soon, but Shazadi on towards the other side. Just look at that, she's inside of that house almost, but there we go. Shazadi below that HP. She's half HP, she's 1% HP, and even one shot on towards this girl is gonna be enough to eliminate her from this match as well. But there we go, the fight has been done from the backside. You can see a third party coming in for the rescue, for the elimination, and that is gonna be the team UTG, in which case scenario they got 2 kills, and the team that was Zest has also survived in that case regard. But now Team Zest also has to revive their own players. They have to revive their players. They have to make sure that they get into the cover side once again and hold out that position, because Team UDG are on the same position, whereas a while ago Team Nexus was at. But on the other side, just look at that. As we were talking about the Team Nexus versus the Team Zest, the rest of the teams has entered out the Pochinki side as well. And with that, the Pochinki is going to be a super chaotic situation. One wrong move from any of the houses side, any of the compounds movement, is going to regard you as dead in that case scenario. Because why? Because the teams are actually waiting out for any of the sound that might come from each and every single position, and a single slider of sound, a slight sound, can be your demise in this position, in this moment, because it's Pochinki. There's a lot of compounds, there's a lot of houses that you can may actually use to go out of this position. But at that same time, if you use those positions for yourself, what are the chances the other team is not going to do that as well? And that is the reason that you have to be really careful. But Nameless, her car is almost about to be blown up. She has to get into the cover side, in which case she finally gets into the cover. She did got the damage on towards her side, but after that she's getting into the cover side. She's getting into the cover, and after the cover side, we are now seeing the 8 teams, 29 players still surviving in towards the match, in towards the lobby, with 29 players, which is 8 teams, somewhere around that area. That somewhat means that there are at least, and I say at least, 3 or 2-man squads as well. There are some duos, there are some trios in this regard, and if we do actually move towards and take a look at each and every single one of the player, we can see a 4-man squad, 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 a trio, and a duo as well. So mostly of the teams are actually a full squad at this position, at this point. But the rest of them that are like a duo and a trio, they have to be really careful in this regard, because in Pochinki, you have to cover all 4 of your side. Regarding the cover area, if you're not 4 man standing, if you're not 4 player standing, that means that somewhere in that area from your eye, maybe your position, there's a opening, there's a like a zero view angle that the player can actually come towards you, fight at you, fight with you, shoot at you, and at that same time eliminate you at that position. So that's what the teams are gonna do. That's what the teams have to like be careful about. But once again, Team Zest might engage once again with a fight against the Team T1 at this position, because so far this team had not fought against each other. But look at that, Hinata with that beautiful like elimination on towards her. She got a grenade on her, but at that same time Jessica was that one that threw another grenade on towards the player, knocking her out as well, leaving T1 as the 1 player down as well. But look at that, another fight is gonna happen, in which case Jessica with that M416 spray is not gonna be stopping as well. But as soon as Jessica is gonna rush in towards the players, she's gonna be taken down, as long as Supergirl as well. Mickey is gonna be the final hope for the team, final hope for the player, and now it's all up to her if she's actually gonna be able to hold out the position, hold out the players for her team right now or not. And that answer is gonna be yes. She's gonna come in over here, she's gonna take the fight, she's gonna knock out the players, she's gonna eliminate each and every single one of the players that was inside of this place, making the whole fight in their regard. Supergirl was eliminated in this position, but 6 kills total for the Team Zest in this case scenario. 23 players are still standing, 7 teams are still gonna be alive, and the players Jessica is also given out that rev. I'm really amazed by Jessica, the way she actually took out the entry frags, got super like good kills in the very start with the grenade, and after that straight up with that M416 spray. As soon as she entered the area, she was not like ready for the fight that was happening into the close vicinity area, and that was the reason that she was eliminated at that point. But Jessica right now, she's here, she's alive. Team Zest is gonna be all alive, 3-man squad, 3-girl squad. Team Brave SI is gonna be alive as well, with all 4 of their players standing. But Team S1 Nameless, oh my god, finally this girl is taking out fight with the Team EDT as well. Meheka is also getting some shots from the UMP45, but that UMP45, I don't think so that should have been used for some reason, because the way this gun is, it's a close range gun. You don't want to use it into a long range fight, you don't want to use it into a certain distance scenario, in which case one again Team BH Test is fighting with Maha. Maha has been taken down. As soon as Maha has been taken down, Mecca is also coming towards the place. She's throwing the smoke, she's throwing the cover fire for the team, and at the same time NTU has no place left to go aside from smoking other players, maybe healing her player as well. But if she's going for that heal, there's a slight chance that she might not survive as well, because there can be a potential threats for the grenades, for the molotovs as well. The throwables can always come over towards the player, in which case scenario, just look at that. Zest Mickey finally has been knocked out by the Team SR. Team SR getting that knockout. SR Kowalski also getting Hinata down. Team Zest is not looking good at this position, as there's only going to be the last player that is, I believe so, Mickey or Jessica alive. It's actually Jessica that's alive for the whole team, and the team is actually fighting against the Team UTG, Team SR. There's a different teams that may just enter to the close range vicinity, close range scenario, and fight against with you without even your knowledge at this position. But once again, Team EDT is outside the circle. They have to move in, they have to like rush in right here, right now. Maha has been once again knocked out by the circle, because somewhere around that area, Team SI was that team that was trying to fight with them, trying to like shoot at them, in which case scenario they were not getting enough damage, they were not able to do enough damage, and the final hit was done by the play zone. She got eliminated, and with that, now is the time for a top of 5 teams, in which case that's Jessica is going to be solo surviving, Team UTG surviving with the 3-girl squad, Team BH is surviving with the 3-girl squad as well, Team SR with only 2-man squad, 2-girl squad, Leah and Kowalski, in which case Kowalski in the last match regarding the area, she had 8 kills if you guys remember correctly. But now is the time for the Team SR to shine once again, and let's see if they are actually going to be able to shine in towards this area or not, if they're going to be actually taken down by any of the teams that is just moving close by from them, because a singular wrong move, I say once again, can lead up to your demise, can lead up to your elimination. But once again, the scenarios of the molotovs, of fires, each and every single one of the things are actually happening. Once again, Mofar is here throwing smokes, making covers for the team. Sikana has finally got the UTG Grey as well. Grey has been eliminated. UTG Blossom is out in the open, just staying inside of that smoke, not moving a single inch, because she knows that if she moves out in the open, she's going to be regarded as seen. She's going to be seen. She's going to be shot at. And at that same time, the rest of the players have to be really careful regarding the areas as well where they're going to like go prone. And the prime example is going to be Leaky, in which case Leaky was down. And after that, Slime Lina throwing a grenade, not only getting the kill for herself, but Kenshin Cobb also has been taken down, leaving only Blossom as the final player for the team. And Blossom is just straight out in the open areas regarding the places, regarding the locations, and just surviving in towards that area with that UMP fire. A beautiful knock on the Sikana as well, but there comes a grenade from the team SR as well, getting the eliminations on towards the player. Kowalski also has been taken down by S1 Nameless. Nameless has taken her down. Leah is going to be alive over there, and I believe so Leah is going to be the solo player survivor for the team, surviving for the team as the solo player. And yes, that is going to be the question, that is going to be the answer. But on the other hand, Mofar, if we're talking about this girl as well, this girl has an Uzi in one hand, and on the other hand it's going to be an M4, so somewhere around that area she did not have that many like gun chunks towards her, so kind of like in a pinch position. Leah baby and Kowalski both are right now finally back onto their feet. The circle is going to be coming in close. The circle is not actually going to be coming on anyone, it's actually going to close out completely, as it's the 8th circle right now. Mofar has to make her move, S1 has to make their move as well, SR has to make their move. Kowalski has left out that house as well, and she's on top of the place where the garage, it's actually on top of the garage. She can actually take a look at the Lina as well, but once again she has to like get up and throw a grenade nearby the Lina. One shot, one like chance you have that you can throw the grenade at, but once again Lina is actually going to get out of the position. As soon as Lina is going to jump out, she's going to be taken down by Kowalski. A beautiful spray, a GG and a well played spray, but once again Leah getting that full eliminations on towards the player. And after that it's going to be a 1 versus 1 versus 2 situation, in which case Nameless and Mofar alongside of team SR's 2 player are going to be fighting against each other. So it's a 1 versus 1 scenario. Nameless is going to throw Molotovs, and at that same time Mofar is also throwing the Molotovs as well, in which case I believe so Nameless definitely got on fire. And after that she gets into the cover side, she gets here, and after now is the time, where are these girls gonna head out, where are these girls gonna move out, because it's gonna be the major concerning thing, it's gonna be the major question. As soon as any of the team is gonna make a move, there are the team that is not gonna survive, because the first one to make a move in the circle is gonna be the one that is gonna like get killed, that is gonna die at this point. Leah is staying calm and composed, staying inside of that garage, not making a single move, not making a single slight sound. But on the other hand, Kowalski on top, she is constantly moving, because she has the chance, if she gets a grenade on top of the roof, she can either get inside of the house, or she can either get outside of the house as well. On her choice, she has choices to go somewhere around this area. But on the other hand, but there comes a grenade. If the grenade has been thrown, can this grenade hit out the player? The answer is gonna be no. No one is gonna get that damage. After that, Nameless, Mofar, both players are still going to be there. Who is gonna move inside of the circle first is gonna be deemed as dead, I'd say. Nameless, are you gonna move first? Mofar, are you gonna move first? Who will go first is the main question at this point, because we already talked about it. The first person to move out is gonna die. 8 total kills on team BH, 6 kill on Mofar, total 8 kills, 10 kills on towards the S1. Nameless have 3, Akina has 3, 2 kills on Lina, and 2 kills on E Ronin. On the other hand, if we're talking about the team SR, these girls only got 4 kills, and that is Kowalski. A 1v4 towards this girl. A beautiful like engagement, I'd say, from this girl's side is amazing. But once again, the circle is gonna shift in some times. In a little bit, I'm not sure when is the circle gonna shift, because this time around no one is actually gonna survive. No one is actually gonna be safe from the circle. And finally, somewhere around this area, when the circle is gonna move, I think so team SR has a better chance of winning out the place and winning out all of these fights as well. But there goes the grenades. The one chance that they had, it's actually a smoke. They are making the covers from the smoke side as well. Nameless is still there, Mofar is going to be there as well, but the circle has not started at all 3 of the teams are actually making sure that their position stays the same, that their position like stays composed, and no one is exposed towards the danger. But there goes the circle. The teams are finally moving in. The teams are finally circle closing in. And there we go. Finally, Nameless has been eliminated. Qualsi is going to be alive over there. And Mofar, as soon as she gets eliminated, we have a winner chicken dinner for the team of SR. That is gonna have a total of 5 kills. They were not able to get the final kill for themselves, but in that case scenario, they still got the winner chicken dinner. Team BH on the second position with 8 beautiful kills for themselves, and in the very end we have Team S1 with a total of 10 kills for them as well. But this is all for the match number 4 as well. All 4 matches have been played, and that was amazing. A really, I'd say a good scenario for the games, a good consistency for the games as well throughout the whole time, throughout the whole fights, whether it was Erangel, whether it was the Miramar, whether it was the Sandhawk, or even if it was a 4th match of the Erangel as well. The teams really played well. But that is all for today. The day has been concluded. The group C has been concluded. We shall see you tomorrow with the same time, same same stream, and but with this different names, but with a different group. And until then, you guys take care of yourself and have a beautiful night. Allah Hafiz, guys. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
They said